Hey, hello, my lovely people. Right, I just want to continue again from where I stopped in regards to my journey from Nigeria seeking a greener pasture to become a professional player. Uh, Last time I talked about my youth upbringing, which is from the age of seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Also in Agbarho, where I now transit to Warri in Delta State. And so the journey continues from there. So if you're coming for the first time or you're just watching for the first time, my name is Esio Duko, the CEO of Fresh Talent Football Academy and Performing Arts UK. Also Fresh Talent in Nigeria, trying to reach out in Turkey and Serbia. So we are running a youth foundation, a youth mainly centered, you understand, around youth, developing talent of youth, giving them opportunity. And I'm just sharing my journey, why it's so dear to me and so much strong, you understand, in my heart to reach out to youth and to help them achieve their goal, especially in football, where I specialize in. So, if you're coming again for the first time, I'm just saying that is my book, My Divine Direction book. So, grab a copy of my book, My Divine Direction. You will get it in Amazon. Most of the proceeds, you understand, from my book will be going towards a project that is a foundational stuff that we are doing, like a youth foundation, but a project with one of the state governments to build a solid academy in performing arts, to use as a platform to develop young talent, and working with various people to make sure you know players are really talented. They are back in the village like myself. Doesn't have opportunity. You cannot access the city. No proper scouting program. Genuinely, you understand, in Nigeria. I'm mainly focusing in Nigeria, probably in other part of South Africa, but it's where I grew up, where I was born in Nigeria. I'm just getting back to that country, and for the past couple of years, you know, I've been doing one or two things. You understand? It's very challenging, it's very difficult, but it's rewarding, and my journey continues. So I find myself right now, you understand, in a place whereby I can, help just encourage players, young players, that want to give up in football. I have a lot that I'm working with, you understand, in the UK. UK and Europe, they are, very privileged. And so even though players are still fighting for a place, in professional clubs, in academies, in the UK, in Europe, it's not to be compared to Nigerian and Africa, that the structure is not well organized. There's no proper structure, no, proper developmental plan, for, young players. Yeah, the academies here and there, but a proper structure, you understand, that to transit players, talented players, irrespective of your background, and your financial status, but just looking at pure talent. And so that's why I'm reaching out to less privileged kids, orphans, and those that can actually be supported or can look for sponsor for them. But it's mainly talented players, good, that we know have potential, that we can actually recommend for people to sponsor and give their shot, on trials in Europe, for them to, grab every opportunity and showcase their talent early enough. And so trying to help to combat, age age cheat as well, because it affects players when you're growing up, especially African players. You don't play for a long period of time, whereby you see people like Messi, Ronaldo, with their age, you know, so they're still playing till 40. Africans, they can play up to 50 years. You take good care of yourself, you can play. But just the early start, the opportunity is not there for early starters. Okay. So, um, my story continue. And that is 94, found myself in Warri. So, started attended Delta Careers College, whereby I was living with my auntie. I now left my brothers and my sisters back in Agbarho. My grandparents, back in Agbarho. So the young boy of 13, 13, 13, 14. I didn't really know when I was born, but those are the, boys and those, you understand, that I grew up with is the category and those times. Say 12, 12, 13, thereabout. Yeah, I think so. Give and take, you understand? I'm in between, you understand? 3 to 6 years, 3 to 6 years. Just that period that I know was within that category of, friends that were growing up, those that know their age, went to school. So I was really, really the youngest, among my friends. I didn't have height. So I joined Series Club. I think I told you guys last week whereby we left from. So playing in Serene Club was a new experience. See, the boys are more vibrant, more passionate than in Agbarho where I left. And so I'm now in a new environment. So my mindset has to change because I need to compete with these guys. And these guys, you understand, football is more developed, more advanced in Warri than in Agbarho, which is the village. So I'm not coming to the city. And so the challenge, the positive thing is that I'm a talented player. So when I came, I fit in, but the strong mindset, the mentality, the strength and power that they use, you understand, in Warrior was different from Agbarho. So, but I had to find my way to fit in. So the coach loved me so much, Serene. I just pray that guy is still alive. So I'll be able to see the guy helped me. When I first arrived, no boots. So I was living with my auntie, and it was tough. It was challenging. We have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, about 16 of us, if I'm not mistaken, 16 of us in that family house. So we have about 3 guys, you understand, that are going to university. Sometimes when they go, they come back. But their home, Nigerian school systems kind of back and forth. So you see the guys that go to university, you see them especially most times, in the house, especially the ones that are towards, their final year. And yeah, I could remember coming to the home of my auntie. My auntie was married to, the police officer. The guy has about 14 wives. 14 wives. Agbarho. He's got 14 wives. Strong man, good guy. He's in his, I think he was in his 70s or something when I arrived at the house, by 60 something, 70. I can't remember. I was very young, but my auntie was second to last wife. So she was the only one that still, with him at home, with her kids, about 5 of them, and then Victor, Evelyn, Tio, Ogaga, Ovie. Then those are my, relatives, which are my cousins, my auntie's children, then myself. Then I have other wives, you understand, other wives, other children that belongs to other wives of my auntie's husband. So it was a big family, it was lovely. It was a big family. So my auntie side was my side. Okay, so she brought me, to the home. So I should not, because I didn't want to go to boarding school, didn't want me to go to boarding school. So I was living. And my auntie's older son, Victor, was in John F. Kennedy while I was going to Delta Career. I think it was the most, private, the two known private schools, you understand, in Deltas at that time. So my auntie really invests because she wanted me to finish school and finish well. Have at least something, a certificate, something, in hand, which looking back was advantageous. It's advantageous to me, as at that time I really wanted to play football because I saw that the family was struggling. I was living with my grandmother hard for 3 square meals because it's when my auntie send money, that is when we eat. Hustling. Thank God I was hustling, going to the block industry, going to offload, you understand, drinks, helping, Mama put, so I make some, little cash here. Once I'm bringing, I give it to my grandmother to help to prepare food and cook. My grandmother taught me, how to be generous, how to be kind-hearted. Because sometimes when she receive probably money, foodstuffs from my auntie from the city, she distribute them. She package the food, and give to her friends, neighbors for the rainy day. So when we don't have, it's like a sowing a seed. So when we don't have, they are so happy to give us, but sometimes it's challenging because it's the community that we lived in. So we live like family, like one big family everywhere. Everybody until I moved to the city. So that mindset, went with me to the city. So to the home. So being in the house, sometimes the girls have some big girls, in the house, like Mudiaga, Evelyn, what's the other one's name? Ooh, I've forgotten. I will remember. You understand? Yeah, sometimes they don't want to cook because they will say money is not enough for them to go to market and cook, and they will leave the body with my auntie's husband. Thank God, when I was growing up, I grew up with my grandmother, and she taught me how to cook even at the age of 11, 12. So when I got to the house, I was around 11, 12. I was cooking for 16 people. Sometimes I would take the money, go to the market, prepare. The man will be looking at me that this young boy can't see. What? Because he would be angry. I'll just drop the money and he will leave. I'll just gas it that it's okay. Give it the money. You give him money, I'll go to the market, prepare, big pots of soup. And the guys that will be eating, they'll be screaming, man, this guy needs to open a restaurant. Where this guy come from? Where this guy born? That was the foundation that my grandmother gave me, and I learned from her. And so that, you understand, helped me, in the house to become, one. But I went through hell as well in that home.